Hiya, I've struggled a little bit the last couple of days. I've tried to keep on plan as much as possible. Just been a little bit of out of control in terms of eating around other people's houses and things like that. So today I have been in control of all of my own meals and snacks today. I'm at home with the kids today. Just going to try and get some emails done and washing done and all those types of things. So I'm going to do what I eat in a day. I'll also try and work a little bit on a video about kind of being on target and slimming well, and kind of how to stay on target and slimming well, and what Slim Well recommends and all that sort of stuff. So I might do some of that today. But obviously everything else will take priority over that first. So today I've had a decaffeinated coffee with almond milk, and I am now drinking a pint of sugar-free squash. Once I've drank that, I will have some breakfast, and I will take another video of when I have my breakfast. See you in a bit. Hi, I'm just about to prepare for my breakfast. So I am going to have 20 grams of oat Cheerios with some almond milk. I'm going to have 3/4 of that litre for my Healthy Extra A, which is 750 millilitres. So I am, basically I don't drink all of that, so I don't kind of have to measure it, because I know that I'm not going to complete all of that litre. So I often have sort of maybe half a litre. I'm going to have a slice of 400 grams of wholemeal toast, and I'm going to have on that a tablespoon of peanut butter for 4.5 syns, with an apple and a banana on chopped up on top. That will be my breakfast, and that will constitute one Healthy Extra B and part of my Healthy Extra A allowance. I've also got these other foods on here because these I would like to talk about, the foods that are talking to me today, so that I can kind of make them a bit more, lose their power as it were. So I'm going to talk about these foods. This is a pie that was left over that I struggle with because I want to eat it. That's my children not coming in. I've got some lint. Yes, this pie is meant for the children, and I had some last night, but I don't want to eat any more of that. I'm happy with just the children having that, but obviously a bit of me wants to eat it. This is some dark chocolate, which is very nice. I've been dabbling in dabbling in being vegan. There we go. Just pause that. This is some chocolate that it's very delicious, and it's 2.5 syns per square, and I haven't had chocolate for quite a little while, and I thought, do you know what, I should have some dark chocolate. I struggled eating it last night. I ate quite a lot, but I still would like to have it in my diet. I've just got to figure out how to eat it in moderation, which will take time. So I kind of want to eat all of that today, so that's a struggle one. And I've got some sesame snaps, which are tasty and good, but I struggle with those. They are 9 syn for a pack. I still like to eat them, but I just got to figure out how to kind of do them in moderation. And then unsalted mixed nuts and raisins. Again, they are healthy for me, but I struggle on portion control with that pack. I find it a lot easier if I've got a selection of nuts from different packs, then I can measure it, because I'm unlikely to eat a whole pack of cashew nuts or a whole pack of almonds. So therefore my instinctive nature is to pick out the ones I want, put them in a bowl and eat them, whereas a pack like that I just kind of want to eat, just want to eat a handful of. So that's my a few of my struggle foods today, just to make them a bit more apparent. And I'm going to go and do a few jobs in town, and then go and take my children to a park. So also just to get me out of the house, so that I'm not sitting looking at food that I feel like I'm not going to have. So I'm going to have some breakfast, and then I will take another video when I'm going to have either a snack or lunch, etc. the next time I eat. See you in a bit. A couple of licks of your ice creams. So that is, I'd say, a couple of licks. I'm going to put 5 syns in for that. I've had a couple of Crispies from a bag, so maybe 2 syns. So I'd probably say 7 syns so far. I think that's a fair enough estimate. You can pop up and see, and then we'll go home and have some tea. So we went to the beach and the park, and I had my lunch. My lunch was couscous with peppers, mushrooms, celery, tomatoes, cucumber, and like paprika, chili, chili flakes, stock cube, and like fry light, and some soy sauce. So it was just like a filler, just to top me up. Because I knew I was going to be hungry and want to eat more food. I had a couple of licks of ice creams because they were like, "Mum, you try it." So I had a little bit. So I've sort of accommodated that for 5 syns, and I've had a little bit of had a little bite of a flake, and I had a couple of Quaver crisps. So I think I might just estimate it as 10 to be sure. So I'm going to say I've done 10 syns. I'm quite hungry and a bit tired now, so I think I'm going to make myself a hot drink and have a bit more almond milk. So I've still got 1 healthy extra, and I've still got a bit more. So healthy extra B and healthy extra A, I'd say, left. So I'm going to have some coffee and just see what I could have. So I might have a little bit of a fruit snack now. I'm going to make some tea in a bit, and so then I will take a picture of the food I make for tea. So see you in a little bit. I've had a banana. I'm going to have 17 pistachio nuts, which is around half healthy extra, and my decaffeinated coffee. So I have got my coffee now, and I'm going to have 2 squares of this Lindt type of chocolate thing going on. I've taken a little nibble off there, and I've got this apple going on, and that's basically going to be my syns for the day. So now I have got half a healthy extra of half a healthy B, free food, and a bit of almond milk for coffees and such. So it's been a bit of a mission tonight. I haven't quite managed to make tea. The kids have had some, my daughter's had some sweet corn on a cob. I've had some sweet corn on the cob. In the mix of it though, I had my daughter's leftover, like it was a sandwich made with avocado, cucumber, mayonnaise, and we took it as a picnic with us, but she didn't want to eat it. She had tried a bit of it, obviously. That was her own request of what she wanted in it. So, but obviously kids don't do that, do they? Have a little try. So I was happy she had a try, because it was sat there. I was hungry, hadn't made dinner yet, and such things like that. So I ate it, because I thought, I don't like to mess myself around. If I want to eat it, I'm just going to do it, and then I'll move on from it, rather than beating myself up about should I eat it, shouldn't I? If I do that too long, I end up in a binge cycle. So, I would estimate that's 1 healthy extra, because it was 2 slices of the 400-gram wholemeal loaf. Possibly 4 syns of avocado. Maybe I'd say a syn of there was about a tablespoon of mayonnaise, so it's probably about a syn of that. And I would say that cucumber is obviously free in speed, so I think I'm a bit over on my syns. I'm probably around 20 syns now, and I am over by half a healthy extra, so I'm probably 26 syns, I'd say, but I feel like I've got a handle of it now. I've got a very messy house that I really want to tidy up for tomorrow because it's gone really a bit too far, so I think I've gone off. So what I'm going to do, I think, yeah, I'm going to put a film on for the kids. We're all going to sit in the living room and just try and tidy up the living room because it's got really bad today. It's just stuff everywhere, things everywhere, and so I want to do some washing up as well. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to put together chilli and wedges for the evening meal. That's when my partner gets back from his run, then he can eat that, and then I can have a bit of that as well. I'll add some sweet corn on the cob. So yeah, I think I'm a bit over, I'm a bit tired, and I'm a bit I feel scared to do this next kind of 4 hours or so without kind of loads of sugar, but I'm just going to try and ride it out, and as much best as I can, and I will take a video of when I have my chilli and wedges. If that happens, it might just be wedges, depends. I think I would like to make chilli and wedges, so I think I probably will be eating that at some point, but I will take videos and pictures of the stuff I eat on the way. See you in a bit. I've got some potato wedges, I've got some chilli, I've got some hummus, so all of this is free, and the chilli has got some speed in it. Won't be a moment. We got to the end of the day, and I'm a bit over on my syns, and a bit over.
That for 6 months.
Yes, a bit over on my syns, but got through the day, not too bad over, and fresh start again tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. A little chat coming in. Thanks so much for watching, and what would we like to ask? Something like, I don't know. What does everyone struggle with?
Marble. Yeah.
What's one of the big things that you struggle with when, like, what ends up being your trigger situations, if you have trigger situations that cause you to overeat? Today mine was, I just felt like I was up too long and couldn't quite manage to keep it together, but we're all done now. We're ready again for tomorrow. You say bye bye, Benji.
Bye.